It is time for another Pudding Boys podcast. We are going to throw a lasso around your ankles, hop on a horse, and drag you through this Wednesday like a cowboy dragging his bounty through the desert. I'm Blore.
I'm Naylor.
And I wrote dessert instead of desert because I still can't spell.
And we're still the Pudding Boys. So, Smash Brothers.
Oh, I'm in mourning.
Last DLC character.
Let me talk you through this.
Starters.
I get it, Sakurai. Kingdom Hearts is a big deal, especially in Japan. Smash Brothers is a big deal, especially in Japan. And there's a ton of weebs in the UK and America, the Western world, that once saw it in. But it's a dull one.
It would have been a fine one, if it was on there. You're not going to object to him being there.
Oh no, I'm not objecting to Sora being on at all.
But not the not the build up that you've had.
Yeah, not the final. It makes sense that it's the final one because
they've got all the important stuff.
Yeah, well, people have been asking for so long. But I mean, maybe if we didn't put bloody Byleth in there, we could have had another character. And the look on your face when I say Byleth sums up why they shouldn't have put Byleth in there. It's a maker character. It's not even a character with a personality from Fire Emblem: The Three Houses, which was a Switch game that didn't come out very long ago.
I was going to say, pick that character. Going back, that's like putting friggin', I don't know, N.
Well, it's also like putting Corrin in there, which once again, as I see your face, that's the character from Fire Emblem something on the 3DS.
Look at the cat.
They're all there. There's too many Fire Emblem characters. That's been said to death, but the reason why it's been said to death is it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a true thing. So Sora's in. That's great. I'm fine. I got Kazuya last time anyway. I got what I wanted. Would I have preferred King? Yes. But Kazuya is my second character in my favourite video game
King's
of all time.
King's a little bit niche as well, isn't it? Like, not many people are picking him out the lineup.
No, I don't think King's supposed to be a particularly good character. He's been in for a long time. People know him, but only if you know Tekken.
Journeyman.
Yeah.
If he was a boxer, he'd be, yeah.
Yeah. But he wouldn't work quite as well as Kazuya. And Kazuya's awesome in Smash. They made him so he is a playable character. You can pick him and feel... I think so. I'm not competitive. I'm not good enough to be competitive. I'm at that stage where no one in real life will play with me because I'm better than them, and I will be an arsehole about it.
Everyone on the internet will play you.
But yeah, everyone on the internet will destroy me and put me in my place.
That's basically me on Pokemon. I talk big talk until somebody breaks out.
That was me until Sword and Shield, when I actually, at the start of it, started... I was pulling in ranks, boy. I was doing good. I was pulling that Horlucha Pin Churchin combo. Oh, it was good. Electric Surge, Unburden.
That's the thing I've got with Smash Bros. I've fallen far enough by the wayside. I mean, since the Cube one. I think that was the last time I really put hours in Smash Brothers.
Trying to get all the trophies in Melee. Melee is still the pure child of the Smash Brothers series, but in my opinion, Ultimate is the best one.
Was it Brawl on the Wii?
Brawl on the Wii, yeah, which is probably the worst
really
one
at all.
Yeah, actually, Brawl's better than Smash Brothers on the N64. Because
you're not going back to that. I mean,
no one's going back to that.
How the hell do you play Smash Brothers on the N64?
Oh, you wrestle, you put it in a headlock, you put the controller in a headlock, and use your nipple on the analog stick.
You have to use your tongue.
It involves...
That is... I will have played it back when I was a kid.
I played it for a whole summer. I borrowed it off a friend.
I can't place it now. When you think back to the mechanics of playing a game, like the ones you pump the hours into.
Yeah.
And I can't place how I used to do that.
No, the only game that I put in copious amounts of hours in was Vigilante 8 on the N64. And even then, I think I got it on the Dreamcast afterwards. And so I stopped playing it.
Mine was obviously GoldenEye, 'cause it was the only like first-person shooter I was allowed to play at the time.
I tell you, I wasn't cool enough to like GoldenEye.
So I had an older cousin that used to play it, so it's kind of
Yeah.
F-Zero, but yeah, Smash Brothers kind of. I think at that point it was still too difficult.
It was a niche Smash Brothers, I feel. But I loved it on the N64. Obviously loved Melee. I played Melee all the way through university.
Well, Melee, I kept going back to, like, I bought a cube. In fact, I bought a cube that you ended up with.
Was that a white one?
It was the...
No, it's the black
one, wasn't it?
There's this one here.
Yeah.
In fact, that's half that one and half my broken one.
Well, it was,
Yeah.
God awful. It looked like somebody had been playing Smash Brothers on it extent, and getting quite annoyed and
throwing controllers.
It had worn a couple of controllers. It wasn't well looked after, but
so yeah, Brawl. Well, Melee through uni, Brawl after that. Brawl came out when I was in my first year of uni, and everyone bought it, and we all played it for a bit, and then we all went back to playing Melee.
It was 2008. You could still play Melee, couldn't you, though, on the Wii?
Yes.
You could still put the GameCube controller port, so...
On the early Wii's, yeah.
Yeah.
And the later ones dropped them. But yeah, we played Brawl for a little bit. Then it was 4, and 4 is a weird one because I thought it was good because it got rid of some of like the tripping and it wasn't as floaty and slow as Brawl. However, it involved using...
Is this the Wii U one?
This is the Wii U one 4 was, and 3DS, but the 3DS one...
Who's playing Smash Bros. on 3DS?
I bought it because it came out like a month earlier or something. And then and at that point I'd stopped trading in games, but I remember I did trade that in because I was like, I'm never going to want this again. So I traded that in for the Wii U one, which was okay, but obviously no one had a Wii U. And when I went to play it, I had to get out this converter to put the GameCube controller in, and I just wasn't doing that.
Yeah,
I just couldn't be... the setup wasn't worth it. However, Smash 4 does hold a little, good place in my heart because that's when the Amiibo started.
Oh, shit.
And although I'm not big on... I'm not trying to collect every Amiibo for every series, but...
But when you go in hard.
Yeah, right behind me as we're recording this is every single Smash Brothers Amiibo released with one or two doubles that I've had people customise.
I mean...
Customised well. We're not talking about someone's crap Etsy store here.
It's not covered in hot glue.
Yeah, the person that's customised it is proficient with an airbrush, isn't it? We're not... I mean, it's
a professional
Firefly Mario.
Yeah.
That's not an official one.
But
you'd never tell.
I won't pick that up out of the lineup. No. It's, you get someone who knows what they're doing, you pay them the bucks. But,
yeah. So 4 goes by. I'm still waffling on. 4 goes by. Then Ultimate comes out. Once again, I'm not playing as much because I'm not plugging in my GameCube controller. I can't be bothered to plug the thing into the back of the Switch.
Do you know, I've never really put it... Does Ultimate play nicer with the Pro controller?
It plays nice enough, but...
Not as well as the
GameCube, but Hori do a £20 wireless Wavebird knockoff, but with all of the modern buttons, so it's got 2 shoulder buttons. So you can use it as a Pro controller.
With the same kind of Wavebird crunch.
Yeah, with the same clicky clack, maybe even more. And it's awesome. However, I recently, this is a bit of a flex, everyone, I recently got all of the spirits. I can't remember how many there is, maybe like 1,500, I can't remember. But I got all of them. It's the first time.
It's a significant investment.
It is oh yeah. And some of them aren't easy to get, but my finger from the shoulder button on the Hori pad actually got RSI. It actually started to hurt, and I feel like if I carried on, it would have really, really been a problem. So, just thinking about it now, I'm starting to rub my finger, not rub my finger. Yeah, forget that this is not filmed, it's recorded. I have to rub my finger because the ache comes back. So I haven't touched that controller since, but I don't think it's the controller's fault. I put well over 100 hours over the course of 2 weeks into that game, so
Yeah, there's a lot, and it's a there's a lot of repetitive motion in there.
Yeah.
It's the epitome of.
Oh boy,
like,
what is that?
With like the Street Fighter kind of.
Oh, because that is shield, and then when you shield and press left or right, you roll. And my entire game, because it was against the CPU.
Well,
it was against the CPU, so you just cheese it. You just cheese the hell out of it. It was Kazuya rolling around on the floor and just slapping the C stick to do those smash attacks. Did I use any skill? No. I just rolled around on the floor, did heavy punches.
You get slammed online.
Well, this is another thing with Smash 4. If you go online after playing the spirit board, which is where you unlock these spirits, you're going to get your ass handed to you. Like, because playing against a computer makes you worse at the game. Because you learn exploits and you learn how to trick the computer.
Well, it's like the whole first person shooter thing again, isn't it? You get used to the same repetitive AI and it coaches you out
early
to thinking about what one's going to do.
Early 360 AI, where you could just trick people in Halo and Gears of War and stuff
you
like that.
You can keep them on a loop.
But yeah, so it's bittersweet. It's the end of Smash Bros. Ultimate. If I was being pessimistic, I would say it's the end of Smash.
It's going to be a really weird... I mean, I'm saying that, like, the Switch, who saw the Switch when they brought the Wii U out?
Yeah, no one
I don't think anyone was looking at the Switch.
I think people... Yeah.
Like, so, God knows what Nintendo are going to do now, and they might bring out something that'll be absolutely perfect for a new one.
That's it. I think the next one, there needs to be some kind of hardware that makes it worthwhile. But even if the next hardware has some kind of gimmick that makes Smash different or better, the lineup won't be. It can't be what it is. Like, Sakurai almost killed himself making this game.
Yeah.
It is insanely. The amount of content is just off the charts.
It's the where do you go? I mean, like,
how do you
where do you go with kind of
you
game
can't top
as a
it
whole?
Yeah, you can't top it. And I might be lying, I might be talking on my arse, but I think Sakurai has said he's not making any more.
And then you get the risk of, okay, does someone try and pick up the mantle and just not quite land it, because
they'll probably hire the guy that did the Nickelodeon Fighters.
Yeah.
They'll bring out that
experience.
But they'll port over the Angry Beavers. Actually, I would play the hell out of that.
I would.
I
would go back to
it. I
would use it as an excuse to watch the series again.
Who's in the Nickelodeon one? Like, Rugrats are. No, Reptar is, I think, to stop you punching babies.
Yeah, it's dicey.
They could have put Angelica in, she's old enough to fight.
Yeah, but then again, you're still laying into Angelica.
But I think we've all dreamt of punching Angelica in the face.
We all would have got it if Tommy had just...
Yeah, if Tommy had snapped.
He'd just gone, the two skinheads.
Filling little skinheads! Philip!
That's
Let's do it, Lillian!
Like a later years Rugrats.
Oh god, they were skinhead.
They are in juvie.
The little smocks turn into braces.
Oh god.
And I don't mean like the scar.
Oh no,
I'm not talking about the scar listening.
No, this isn't the good natured kind of. There's no two-stepping going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stomping, but
there's some stomping, yeah. No black and white checkers on your Doc Martens.
No, there's no saxophones in that playpen.
Madness would not record the soundtrack to that way of life.
Madness would probably launch some kind of campaign to have them
removed from Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah, they would have to go on Telegram.
They would be going.
Phil and Lil, Telegram users.
Man,
how do we get there? Now. Oh, Nickelodeon fighting games.
Yeah, obviously, they're definitely on there.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that's not the only kind of console thing.
No.
You were talking to me earlier in the week.
Except, kind of across the board, really. It's not, where do you go now? I mean, we've been buying these since we were kids, but how good is too good? Or, I say too good, like, it's more kind of where does the drive come to keep making it better? So, obviously, I think it's still the same across, America, that kind of way. Certainly it's over here. If you want PS5, if you want an Xbox Series X, you're not getting one yet.
Yeah, I was wondering where you're going with that one. Yeah, you can't. Dan got one the other day.
Yeah, but did he not have to watch, like, some dude's video and kind of...
No,
was that not him, like, or did he just blunder in and find one?
I think his missus signed up to alerts from Curry's, and they got an alert for one.
It's
a lot.
I don't quite. I mean, I'm not there yet.
No. Well, this is it. I don't care yet because, Rue wants to play Spider-Man Miles Morales. I don't really care about Spider-Man. It was fun watching her play the last one on PS4.
PS4, yeah, I've still not got around to that yet. It's like...
This is one of the other problems.
Well, I'm looking at the wall behind me here.
Yeah, I've got plenty of games.
A lifetime's worth of PS3.
Yeah, well, I haven't finished all the PS3 games, but do you know what? They're a little janky. Janky going back to the PS3. I will go further back happily.
It's an uncomfortable middle ground. It's like the whole the 360 kind of thing. It's not quite nostalgic yet for the most part.
Oh, I find the 360 because of maybe its controller or maybe because a lot of its games are FPSs. I find it kind of comfy. Like I'll go back and play Halo Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
But I won't really go back and play. The Last of Us or Mirror's Edge on PS3.
But
I mean, I think
Last of Us came out on PS3.
Yeah, it did.
That's going back a little bit.
That is going back. Obviously going off on a tangent. But yeah, as we're saying, we've got enough PS4 games to keep us going for a long time, and until something like Gran Turismo comes on the PS5,
but you're not going to get one.
No,
because when that comes out, like,
oh god, how hard is it going to be to find one then?
What is it now? It's October, so nearly a year.
Yeah. Well, is it November it came out? Did you say?
It feels about right. So you're nearly a year.
A year with what games?
Well, I think the problem is people have been sat inside, like, you'll play anything.
Yeah.
Like, I've gone back through some of the stuff I had, and it was great. It was a nice little romp.
It came out with Godfall and a remake of Demon's Souls and Spider-Man.
Ratchet and Clank or something as well.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, yes.
That would have got me in, but I'm not going to bust my ass to get a PS5.
No, because
when I know full well it'll be in 4 for 20 a game.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I'll buy it and I'll enjoy the crap out of it. Like the Ratchet and Clanks on PS4.
This is it, because we play single player games most of the time. I don't need to play it now.
I think that's the thing.
I'm not spending my V-Bucks on Call of Duty War Machine skins.
That's who you're getting. It's kind of like the whole Smash Brothers thing, isn't it, really? It's you're getting the people buying it for the new FIFA. Yeah. Because they need to be online with other people playing the new FIFA.
But will the new FIFA require it? Probably not.
I don't know if it requires it, but there will be one for it.
But I do, yeah, and I understand, like, if I'm getting... something came out on 2... Oh, Resident Evil 8 came out PS5 and PS4, maybe?
I think that's... Yeah, I was going to say that's out on the OG.
I haven't bought it yet because I want to play the best version of it. It's maybe as weird as that sounds. Oh, that would be on PC, but you know what I mean? I want to play the best version that I can be bothered to play.
I don't want to spend more than I would do on the console on an eGPU to be able to play the goddamn game.
But we'll get into that.
PC game.
We will get into that another time. We are more than capable of understanding how to build a PC, thank you. However, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I do it all day.
Yeah.
Every day. I'm don't want to come home and maintain my own.
Yeah.
Like this thing is as basic as it gets.
Yeah.
It's not an iPad. I'm not got that far.
Wait, hold on. We are getting into it. We're getting into it now. We need to move on.
That'll do. But long and short of it, at the minute, I would love to play a PS5. I would love to play a Series X, but I'm not, because I'm not going to jump through the hoops. And it's so, like, obviously Halo's coming soon.
Yeah.
That would probably tip the balance, actually. But
the
it's
problem with Halo is it will be good. It will be good, I'm sure. Especially, it looks better than all of them, in my opinion, since 3. Because I know everyone thought the Reach was a darling, but I actually thought that was the beginning of the end. ODST and 3, yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Reach
start.
Was 360 as well, but it was
the start of the 360 one. That was like the first game that really slapped on the 360. Yeah.
Well, I remember playing Halo 2 on the 360, I think, because it was. You could play it on the 360.
Yeah, they were all backwards compatible.
Yeah, I'm not sure if all of them were. You could play it on 360, and I think you have to download something, But you could play 2 online using your Xbox Live account, and it must have been 360 because I never had Xbox Live on the original Xbox. I was too young. And then me and Dan were playing that, and we set down the headset. Oh, the Halo 3 beta's gone live like a day early, and everyone quit the game. Like everyone quit the map that we were in, and we were like, we are the best. We've won. We win this game. Where did we go? Where were we were talking about 360s?
No, I was going to go on the whole, like, they're doing limited edition Halo new Xbox, and it looks quite nice. Like,
but how, if you can't get your hands on a normal
that's
one,
the thing.
How can you say the idea of a limited
by
edition
the time they've
gonna...
announced it, apparently, all the pre-orders have been taken out.
Oh, really?
I think we differ a little bit on the whole limited edition consoles thing.
Oh, it does look good.
I like them.
Oh, I like them.
But you don't. But you have that whole thing about having the.
I have to have I've got
Zelda
the
Wii U.
yeah. Unfortunately, my Wii U is the Zelda edition. Some people would say that's very fortunate, but I like to have the original colour where I can. So, Sega Saturn I've got in black, not clear. The original Xbox black, 360 is that white one. You know, I like to have them as their standard. Like, I wouldn't mind my GameCube being purple, but luckily the black one was a standard colour as well. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they all match. I've got that blue N64, but I don't have it out because I prefer to have the charcoal one out because my whole game setup is. I don't know, it looks pretty sleek. It looks pretty modern having it all in black.
See, that almost actually, because obviously the last one I was a PlayStation 4. It was the blue one, the Days of Play one. That would have tilted me towards the.
You had the Days of Play one.
I've got the Days of Play one, yeah.
The see-through-y blue.
No, the solid blue, not the. Not the Pro. There was a one with little gold bits on it, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was like see-through-y blue because that made me. As James May would say, that gave me a fizzing in my genitals.
Obviously, because of that, the God of War one. That
God of War looked cool, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. So, I'm looking at Days of Play. It's dark blue.
That's the boy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the normal.
That's kind of nice. I like that.
Do you know what? It was, and it was on offer, at a point on to get on. That Halo Series X might have tipped me back towards, going Xbox first, but... Not yet.
Not yet. And what happens when you finish playing Halo? What else are you going to play? Like, I get Game Pass is awesome, maybe not sustainable, but we'll go on to that. But what are you going to play if you buy an Xbox? Are you going to play God of War? No.
That is the problem. You know what? I'm not going to get to play Ni no Kuni.
Well, you might, because wasn't Ni no Kuni 2 multiplayer?
It went on... No, it didn't. White Witch is on Switch now.
Yes.
I don't think it was. Did it come out on PC?
Maybe.
You've thrown me now.
Ni no Kuni 2 Xbox. No, apparently not.
I was going to say, I think they did Switch for the first one. They haven't done 2 on the Switch yet, I don't think.
They have. They have Revenant Kingdom Princess Edition.
Because
£54 for Ni no Kuni 1.
It is.
Tell you what, it's worth £200. Don't get me
wrong.
But
you can get it for
But I can get it for a $5 on the
Switch
PS3. Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got it on the Switch because it comes in the offers all the time.
Wait, the first one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not paying.
I was talking about the second one.
Yeah, I've got that on PS4, that'll do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, when the third one of those drops, because it's gonna, it better do.
It better do.
Isn't
there a mobile game?
Oh, I don't know.
And
is it Japan only?
And there was a crappy movie.
Oh. See, when 3 drops... That will tip me to buy a PS5. That was what tipped me to switch to PS4.
Yeah. I will. I will pay anything.
Instead of an original story, they will just let me play My Neighbours the Yamadas instead. Then I will buy whatever limited edition PS5 they do.
You've hit the nail on the head. I like 2. Don't get me wrong. 2's great. Evan Pettigrew. The third. Wait, is it? Wait, what's his name? Evan Penny Whiskers. Evan, I'm going to find it out. But we're talking about Ghibli, if you didn't get the segue. But I need to find Evan Ni no Kuni. I'm Googling it now. This is professional. Evan Petty Whisker Tildrum. That's it. Tildrum. All right, I like him. I like Roland. I didn't really like anyone else, but that doesn't matter because I liked Evan and Roland.
Yeah, they're the ones you think a lot of.
They're the ones you care about. And I kind of liked the King's maker. What was his name? Mr. Nobbly Wobbly.
Do you know what?
What was his name?
Do you know what though? It wasn't Mr. Drippy.
No, it wasn't Mr. Drippy. Of course it wasn't Mr. Drippy. Ni no Kuni 2, Kingmaker. I can't remember what his name was.
No, I can't. And I can picture him. And it's been...
Lofty.
Lofty.
Are you going to turn into a dragon, Lofty?
Flaming voice.
That's my best, Evan. Hello.
That was quite... To be fair, it's any of the Ghibli in-game kind of thing.
Yeah.
You've just done... What's his name as well from the first one?
Oh, Oliver.
Oliver.
I think it's also Oliver's mum.
And Esther.
Wait, this is my best impression of Oliver's mum.
Oh, that was dark. For those listening, it was just total silence, but hey, that's what...
Well, yeah, they would have
spoilers.
heard that.
I was going to say spoilers, but it's a 15-year-old game.
Something like that. She dies in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, if you've not seen that, then don't play the game.
And if it upsets you that you've had a spoiler for a video game, just shut up. Shut up. Ghibli. Ghibli in games first is good. Ghibli gaming goodness. The first one was better because I think Ghibli were involved.
Yeah,
I don't think Ghibli were actually involved in Ni no Kuni 2.
It was just the style of, wasn't it? It was kind of a segue from. But the first one, that felt like a story. Oh, that felt like a story.
It was a simple story, but most Ghibli stuff is.
Well,
like Howl's Moving Castle's a novel, but they've simplified it. Spirited Away is quite simple when you look at it. They're
nice and linear.
Well, Ariadne's the Borrowers, isn't it? I couldn't get through that one.
I didn't bother with Ariadne. That was the recent one. That was not that...
Well, it's not that recent anymore.
It's not that old compared to the rest of it. Ariadne was the one that was when we were probably coming out of uni.
Ariadne is 11 years old.
I was bang on then. We were coming out of uni for that.
Yeah, so Ariadne was a bit boring. And I haven't really cared about anything... Well, no, I say care. I haven't watched any of them since. I would say, because I like to, just to clarify, I'm not a weeb. I do... I have seen anime. I liked Bubblegum Crisis and the, Perfect Blue... No, Blue Gender. I did like Perfect Blue. That was like a thriller. Blue Gender, I like the kind of 80s, 90s, early 2000s maybe anime where you had like a J-rock intro and
when it was doing what it did, and it was quite it wasn't trying to play up to
and it was a little bit more hand drawn maybe, I don't know,
rough around the edges,
a little bit rough around the edges, like Akira compared to like I prefer Akira to like a shonen anime, and the fact that I know what a shonen anime is means I probably am a weeb.
You probably just tipped over like.
I did like shonen stuff when I was a kid. I liked Dragon Ball Z as a kid. I liked. That's about it. I liked Bleach for about 5 minutes and then I got bored. But I do like some anime, and Ghibli is good anime, even though real smelly weebs would say that's not real anime because people know about it. It's not obscure enough.
You're drifting into kind of black metal territory.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of similarities between anime and black metal.
At some point, Gorgoroth are going to get upset that Ghibli has been played in cinema.
Yes. It's like Ghibli is the Lords of Chaos movie with Macaulay Culkin.
Oh God!
I still haven't seen that, and I kind of want to.
I keep meaning to, but I just can't because I was so into it when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I don't want to go back there now. I've not listened to like.
I kind of do ever since I went to Norway for my honeymoon. and we saw the rebuild.
Shop,
no, we saw the rebuilt church. Yeah, which had then been moved. Something I don't know.
It's made of wood. It's not that difficult.
Yeah. Well,
pain in the ass to rebuild it.
Yeah, I imagine so. But yeah, I'd like to see that. Anyway, Ghibli. This is like episode 1, getting off track. We need more structure. Ghibli's fine. Ghibli's great. I enjoy it. It's a little bit too lol, so random kookiness. Haha, I've got an art degree kind of thing for me. But there is one Ghibli film that is easily in my top 5 films of all time. I have watched it close to 50 times.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to put a number on it. Actually.
No, I mean, I watched it twice this week.
Yeah.
Did you watch it again?
Yeah.
My Neighbours, the Yamadas. Oh my word.
See, I finally got to show, because obviously we've talked about this, I finally got to show H, like, to sit her through. She wasn't feeling well. So she wasn't really
She couldn't resist.
She was drifting in and out, and all that kind of thing. Wanted some easy watching, and I said, why don't you just watch? Because, like, it does, where all the others kind of pretend to have this story and this kind of this great triumph over adversity kind of thing, this doesn't. You just sit back and watch the Yamadas do their do.
Yeah, it's like it's a sketch show almost.
It is.
It's so
but they
good.
don't know they're doing a sketch show.
The art style's different. The storytelling's different. It's not a normal Ghibli film, and it's just brilliant. And I tell you what, I've never watched the Japanese version. A lot of the time, I will watch the Japanese voice acting because I'm not afraid of reading subtitles.
But I'll miss James Belushi.
Jim Belushi is one of the all the voice actors are great in it. And I know that Ghibli films generally do, like Nausicaa has like Patrick Stewart in it, so like they got good talent. But the Yamadas, the voice acting is half of the thing. When Takashi is eating his soup, when he pours the soup...
when he gives Noboru the rollicking.
Soup goes over noodles or over rice.
Soup must go over the rice.
It makes all the difference. And he's so good.
Because I don't know if you watched it yet. I'm not going to go into this today because we'll ride the wave of everything else. Have you seen that Squid Game thing that's been on Netflix?
Right.
It's very good.
I've heard a lot about it. I do want to watch it.
But the voice acting in that, or the dubbing in that...
Is it bad?
I don't know if it's intentional, I don't know if they've got... But the voices do not look like they would come out of that person.
Is it worth me watching it in Korean then?
Probably. I didn't. I watched it in English. I don't regret that, but...
Okay. Because that's why I've not watched it yet, because I've been so tired.
But I didn't...
But I'll watch it in Korean.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
Because the dubbing... But, Jim Belushi, I don't want to see anything else from out of Takashi's mouth.
No.
Because that is him. And even Shige... If she doesn't sound exactly...
Shige!
When she calls that flower Gordy...
Yes.
If she doesn't sound exactly as kind of half croaky, but...
It's so all the characters are amazing. Even, like, Noboru, when he's talking about Nonoko's teeth being sharp. The delivery, it's not good, but it's
that so it's like the whole... the Catbook thing where there's like that kid that does the voices, and
it's almost like that.
It sounds like he would... you can't picture the kid.
What the do you know when? So the rest of this is just going to be us talking about scenes from the Yamadas. I'm finished talking about anything else now. But do you know when Noboru is on the phone with the girl and they're all embarrassing him, slams the door. I've had that music stuck in my head. So,
every time something good happens in our house, I even do the little jump up onto the bed, the kind of... Yeah.
Oh, it's so perfect.
If you haven't seen this film, watch this damn film.
Yeah, do yourself a favour and watch the Yamadas. I think we'll leave it there, and I'm going to leave it with one thing.
Better than the pudding of the week, because we forgot about the second time.
Yeah, we're going to remember the pudding of the week. I'm going to hold what I was going to say. I'm going to hold it until we've done the pudding of the week. I hope you've got a scale this week with room for something good, because we've done, we had a weird pudding, Then we had no pudding because I forgot. Then we had a weird pudding again. Last week's was chicken breast. That's
last week, the scale.
The scale
I
was
think I actually kind
perfect. So I'm hoping the scale can house something. And I haven't told Naylor beforehand, but I did tell him that it was going to be one that I wanted to try. And I probably should have tried it, but I still haven't. I'm going to read you the introduction from this website that I've been stealing all these from. That I would say who wrote it if I still had the website up. I better actually get it up. Weird pudding of the week.
We do need to put together
I need a jingle. Weird pudding of the week. Twisted Food, there we go. Twisted Food, and this article was written by Thomas Babington. No, it was written by Thomas Lethbridge. I wasn't that far off. Thomas Lethbridge.
It sounds like they would have shared offices together in London town.
Yeah, Thomas and Thomas, Lethbridge and Babington. That's their law office. Anyway, I've been stealing them from this article without realising it in order.
Crack on.
So we're gonna. I'll go somewhere else for the next one because that's not interesting. Sorry, Thomas. But number 5 is actually. Oh, well, we'll come back to it. But number 3 from Thomas Lethbridge. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Chocolate bars are already plenty decadent before you start experimenting with added extras. But if it's pure indulgence that you're after, then Scotland has the recipe for you. In what has become a Glaswegian tradition, this is how Thomas Lethbridge sounds, Scottish chip shops will offer customers the chance to have their favourite chocolate bar battered and deep fried, gloriously unhealthy. This is a one-way ticket to calorie heaven.
I cannot believe
it is 3 weeks. The deep fried Mars bar.
3 weeks before we've hit the deep fried Mars bar.
I want it.
Do you know
I'm
what?
looking at a picture of it and I want it.
Have you had one before?
No, that's
You've
why.
never had one before?
Have you?
God damn, son.
Have you had one?
Oh, the chippy down the road from us used to do.
Oh, you shit!
When I was a kid, this is why I am this shape.
I'm this shape without one.
Oh, mate.
I deserve one.
Basically, like extrapolate it out as well. So think like cream egg.
Oh.
Like go to a chippy that is like a bit kind of alright.
Yeah.
Big, like that would have all those sausages.
I'll deep fry that for you, mate. Just throw it over.
Yeah. Just like, buy
Deep
something
batter?
for me. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh. Any kind of chocolate, when it hits that batter and it gets that kind of gooey, crystally. Okay, well, you know what? I actually had a scale in mind, but I'm saving that for when you hit me with like chicken curry that you hit me with last.
Yeah. When we revisit Tavuk Gogsu.
We're going to go for a really on the nose. We're going to go for one that all the cool guys know. Everyone that's got like this kind of, like craft hot sauce that kind of is all the range.
We're going for the, what is it?
The Scoville
scale.
Yeah, we're going to go.
The Schofield scale.
This is a whole different scale. Oh, whole different. We're not going to do that one yet.
No.
Oh, man. Yeah, we are not. We're going to put it, and I'm going to put it up here with something that I have never eaten because I like having all of my pipes still, their integrity
intact,
maintained.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I look at hot sauce, I have IBS for weeks, so...
Yeah, let's put it this way. On the Scoville scale, if I'm having hot sauce, I'm creeping. Maybe I might treat myself to a jalapeno if I'm not doing anything the day afterwards.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's 2,500 to 5,000 on this scale.
So wait, is higher Scoville's good?
Higher Scoville is like leaving more of yourself out.
So how are we going to rank a Mars bar on the Scoville scale? Scoville?
Well, if we, I'm gonna put that in the same kind of place because I am a wuss. I'm going to put it somewhere in the kind of chipotle jalapeno kind of region.
So it's a nice heat.
It's a nice heat. I'm going to need a bit of time afterwards, but I'm not trying to be Billy Big Bollocks here and say, oh, it's a scorpion, because I can hold my intestines in afterwards.
I did get drunk and eat scorpion chili chocolate once.
Oh, I bet you're still passing that.
That'll be... They gave me a sticker that said I ate scorpion chocolate, and I felt like I had the biggest nuts in the room.
No, I am a wuss now. Even like cayenne is kind of.
Tell me where you're ranking this Mars bar.
I'm smacking it straight in the chipotle jalapeno mix. Right, if we look at this attractive little chili here, they've put it about just under halfway down. But I think that's the sweet spot. You're still going to taste it. That's not going to ruin your day afterwards. If you have more than one, you're going to feel hefty.
Yeah.
If we go back to last week,
I'm going to find out.
You're going to hit all points on the Bristol Stool chart.
You're going to tell me where this chip shop was after we go off air. And I'm going to try.
I think most of them will do it. If you ask them nicely, and probably buy something.
I'm too English for that.
I think if you're buying some stuff anyway, and you say, "Will you batter this for me while I'm here?" They probably will. Like that's all we used to do. Is kind of you have a chip or tea, and then that's put it, and then you go and have a lie down.
Maybe I'll psych myself up to talk to someone in the real world.
Yeah, you probably need to have been there before.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like you have to be a real human being. Okay, right.
And if you put your best accent on.
Oh yeah, oi mate, chuck this in the boiler, in the please. Chuck it in the boiler, steam it good.
Yeah, you can't call it what it actually is.
No.
It's a fryer.
Yeah. Throw that in the, chuck that in the Jimmy round the bed. And then I'll walk off with my arms sticking out so I can elbow everyone.
Oh yeah, you've got to be holding carpet.
Puff my chest out.
Yeah.
And my belly, because somehow I'm muscly but fat.
Well, if you eat enough of these, you will be.
Well, I will be, yeah. Anyway. I'm going to leave everyone with this after the thought that they have to go watch the Amateurs. No sign of death's approach in cicadas' voices. Bashu.
Oh, God damn.